So hopefully we get to see that level up performance. And just talking a little bit about the difference between this series and the last, we're seeing a change in the veto here. Just one change, though, just a slight change, and that's MIBR's final ban. They got kind of smoked on Inferno, so they're going to lean in towards Mirage and as a decider, and I kind of appreciate that change.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and see where we land, but once again, we're going to start off on Nuke, picked out by 9Z, and it was courtesy of Martinez to deliver this map the last time. MIBR have had about a day to think about this one, and I'm sure they've been preparing for it a lot. Let's see if it comes to fruition here. A creep up through the smoke. Maybe a textbook flashbang as Martinez has it primed. 3 players ready to go. Here we fly on through, but back turn and exit is going to get an easy double. Is MIBR completely prepared for the play?
Well prepped right there, instantly dismissing from exit. That's an impressive sequence coming through from him. Hungry for more as he lands instant USP shots. He will get the opportunity here as well as Martinez, but they'll make sure to throw numbers at that problem here and ensure that he can't get away with anything isolated.
Just absolute diligence there from MIBR. The complete read of the play. They see that smoke. They know what's coming. Now just buda here. Deleted by Brennison. A flawless pistol round for MIBR. And that is exactly, I mean, a different tone of a start for sure.
Yeah, no question about it. Very impressive kickoff so far. It's the start you wanted to get off to. If you're on the side of MIBR, set the tone early. Again, a lot of excitement around the way that this series ended last time. So I'm hoping to get that same sort of energy. And if Martinez can continue to hit that flow state in this tournament, it'll make for some really exciting clutches as well, man. Some of the rounds he was pulling off, it seemed impossible. But we know he has that capability.
Obviously, he has the capability. He is a player that just does. It almost feels like he's just playing off of emotion, right? You know, if he's feeling it, he's really feeling it. So it looks good. Huaso Peak is going to begin the gauntlet run down here. Brennison will just tap him out. So none of that from 9Z. But Martinez, I think, you know, he plays with emotion. If he's feeling confident, he will play confidently. But if he goes down early, if he gets shown a bit of a rough time by the guys at MIBR, then Martinez probably, you know, takes a step back. You know, it really depends on what the mood is.
I like the point there, because we know that this 9Z team has found themselves in positions where they've had to pull big comebacks. You know, in RMRs prior, we've casted a lot of those. So, I mean, 9Z is a very mentally resilient team, and I wonder if they can transfer some of that to Martinez. And, you know, I imagine that could be something guaranteed that can lead to Martinez increasing that level of his game.
Yeah, it's wild to think this team's so young, but completely right. You know, the mental is there. Safe, though. Angle taken. Max can't hit the headshot. And that's going to be a quick opening kill there for MIBR. Probably not expecting the AWP in play.
Safe quickly getting that one out. Again, this is his chance at a little bit of redemption. He had a tough time versus Martinez. That prior map here. Making a pretty dicey rotation away from Secret, but gets that smoke towards Squeaky Door and gets posted back on that line. So he's going to maintain a lot of space here that could be pressured soon if MIBR's not careful.
Also, Brennison has just made the sound cue of him dropping down ramp. So very committed here towards the site. Safe on the line, though. Gonna nail it onto buda, but off angle taken from Martinez. Caught while scoped in. A disadvantage here for 9Z, but great positions with just an isolated Brennison on the site. 30 seconds here for 9Z, and they can close this one down. Brennison absolutely needs a kill here. However, and he's being hunted right now by DGT, who sees the barrel and gets the kill. Clean entry into this site for 9Z.
Diligence in pulling that one back, man. Really good timing on that. Rolling through from DGT. Perfectly playing that one, and it's encouraged a safe call.
Wow.
Off the back of 2 opening picks coming through from safe, they immediately give it in, and we'll go ahead and call it a day. So right there again, that's MIBR going with some pretty good rotation. We know that they can get those quick map movements, but they lose that control pretty quickly once they give up that space towards ramp, and they lose out on their only rotate down and towards lower and safe.
Yeah, it's just a really committed setup. Obviously, I mean, with the advantage as well, 3 players were committed to that upper site. Maybe a little bit of mispositioning from MIBR. I think a player dropped down from heaven into that A site, maybe a bit preemptively. I'm really unsure about that one, Cole.
I am as well a bit surprising to see those sort of moves. Giving full ramp control. 30 seconds left. You could understand it if it was 2015, but yeah, I mean, even they had extra time even past 30. I mean, a bit of a shock there. But MIBR looking to recover. This time they don't have the safe op that landed them the double kill to start things off. Instead, Martinez now wielding. And they've got to worry about this guy early.
Yeah, swinging wide and
wow.
Very lucky to be alive there for exit. Just going guns blazing into that one, but oh my goodness. How has this happened? Gaps in the defense, a knife kill. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He doesn't want to tempt fate there. I respect it for DGT. He doesn't want to end up on Reddit. And so 4v5 as it stands. But a great frag back there from Brenison. Can answer, but Martinez posts up on the angle. And exit even once again tempting fate, almost getting the spot on a buda out in the open. He goes down and he equalizes into 3v3.
Caught by the molly, though, a little bit uncomfortable, losing HP, and his angle covered by Martinez once again holding that line. That smoke might allow him to put some pressure on this opera and trying to buy some time for this late out of yard lurk to activate, but he might not get much in any fashion. At a standstill.
I mean, hoping for a re-aggression here. Martinez is going to slowly cross over. They'll toss in the fake plant, hoping that they'll bite down. Martinez will go for it once again. And a molly. Nade combo. Martinez, though, is actually going to swing in front of it. This guy is a maniac. Going for the jiggle peaks right here. And now smoked out. The CT side could only go through one choke point. Martinez holding to the angle, but he misses the shot. Any opportunities here for the retake, though? MIBR are going to call it off. No kills going their way. 90 equalize.
Fantastic. And that's the value of Martinez in these late run situations. That smoke just completely nullifies much of a retake effort. They'd have to walk into a crossfire. They'd have to walk into some tough positions. And then again, DGT taking some space, man. This is the exact same 9Z that showed up yesterday. The scary roster that can find these gaps in MIBR's defense, find these gaps in rotations. On this map in particular, in which not a lot of teams could do so easily. Put it on full display right there. Fantastic finish coming through from 9Z.
So MIBR at least continually saving, so they hold on to their guns, but you know, 9Z keeping cool in these weird situations. And Sonny, though, stops the speed up from 9Z. DGT tries to get down the vents again. And that's not going to happen twice. Still have exit. This angle, though, he's just going to get hard cleared. Like, oh my goodness. Max just homes in, locks on. And just fighter jet swings him, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's an angle that exit played yesterday as well. So then now we're starting to get into that familiar territory of playing against your opponents and knowing some of their favorite moves and being familiar with those movements right there. And exit just gets absolutely blasted out of the server right there. Sidelined. Having to watch his teammates try and hold steady in this 4v4, but MIBR making some good late round movements here.
And the molly from Insani's excellent. Safe also takes a leg shot. Oh no, the molly. Safe praying. That's all you can do. Put your hands together and pray, but that's not enough. So 30 seconds to close in on the site. It looks like 9Z doing some excellent work. Brenison, the only player standing between them. He does at least pick up the AK, but can't stop the plant. 2v3 retake on the cards, but Brenison with space. These flashbangs, though, barraging him. And Martinez, oh, he just sees the shoulder. Patience on the shot, however. Now takes the deeper angle. And it really puts the effort onto Insani. What he can do here on the play, but Brennison also able to link up with his teammate. There's a chance here for MIBR if they can win their duels, but Insani falters. And just simply said, there's nothing to work with for Brennison. Martinez ups him down 3-2, 9Z.
Just weren't given any opportunities to try and fight right there. MIBR were hoping for a small mistake, a small error in that pose plant. Someone to maybe overextend, give them a quick light, but the only way that they lose that is by getting those fast peaks, and instead 9Z holds steady. Disciplined counter-strike right there coming through. And it's going to force MIBR onto a bit of an eco here. They got some tools. CZ number for Brennison, but fast play from 9Z. They look like they're rushing over towards that ramp room. They do slow down, and wise to do so. You don't want to run in to a CZ and armor and donate an AK.
9Z are not so quiet about what buy they're on right now, so MIBR can expect a couple gimmicks here and there. And the gimmick right now is a bit more of a ramp setup. 3 players start to arrive, though, on the A side. Drop top hut. The mini player, heaven player. The rotation is actually really starting to back up the side. There's a swing from Safe, but he'll get deleted, unfortunately. But Exit, what is happening through the smoke? He gets 2, stays alive. He gets a 3rd. Where does this come from? Fortunately, Martinez is locking things in from the back lines. The off guard to do work. Brennison, though, it falls off heaven. Tough beats there for MIBR. A great effort, but it's 4 rounds for 9Z.
Still holding on there. Nice attempt rolling on through there from MIBR. Exit doing a lot of work, but shut down eventually. 9Z holds steady. And MIBR right back to another gun round here. Op in hand of Safe. We'll see if MIBR have any tricks up their sleeve to start to slow down this 9Z momentum. It's going to be tough to do. Safe is going to be the one to maybe lead that charge. Taking a bit of a fight over towards Mini right now, though. Wants to press it.
Oh, he's going good for it. Oh, but Martinez.
My God.
It's a standoff right now. High noon, and Martinez just lies in wait. Brennison through the smoke, though. Tons of damage, but no kills. And instead, Buda charging forward with the bomb. Oh, my goodness. And Brennison stays on the angle for the fight. He'll get deleted by Owasso Peak. Quick 2v5 right now.
Oh my God, this 9Z team right now is looking even stronger than yesterday. Martinez still has Safe's number with some of these op duels. Max now looking to try and find some more choices out of yard. Just nobody's missing their shots right now. Everyone has influence. Buda the only one missing a kill right now, but he just took so much space anyways. And Exit has to cower and spawn right now. No relief for this MIBR team on Nuke.
And I think they know where he is. 9Z are starting the hunt as well. But yeah, this team just looks even more devastating than yesterday because it's every piece that is lighting up the server right now. I mean, that one pick for Martinez spurs onto the ramp play, finds the isolated Brennison, now exits in deep trouble, back of T-spawn, and is gonna lose all of his weaponry and equipment. MIBR are down 2-5, and 9Z are rolling in it right now.
Absolutely, just steamrolling past the competition here. And again, I mean, talking about a roster who initially we thought we're going to come into this one and feel a little bit of pressure here in a rematch, a second opportunity for MIBR, who we were thinking we're going to see some big adjustments from after that loss yesterday. So far, similar if not even stronger results here on Nuke, and up against another eco, they could just at least secure a T-side tie. Well, look at this flash play, could be good.
Oh, but oh goodness, back turn. Look both ways before you cross the street. The rest of the lobby crunch trying to finish off DGT, but he drags another one down to the depths with him. And with that, 9Z complete outside control as well. So small victory there for MIBR, and well, Safe will drop and make that a 2v4.
Yeah, I could just barrel it in towards an open A bomb site. Easiest line of approach. That would be. You'd be locking yourself in. A 6th round here with a saved AK for drop potentially and some armor for exit. That's exactly what they're going to go for here. 9C just continuing to show up, show out. DGT dealing with some of that lobby pressure. Not an easy job when everyone's chasing you down, but maintained his composure quite nicely.
So Max will punch in those digits, and another save here for MIBR. I mean, that's really the power here for 9Z. I think they're a team with a bit of loose structure, but they have so many just incredible assets for their team. DGT, top-rated player of the event so far, closely followed by Martinez, of course, with his explosive plays. And you can always, like, bet on a 9Z player to find these multi-kills. Always in great positions to do so.
Terrorists win.
How about that setup here that they are putting themselves in these sort of positions? Could do so continuously on Nuke. Just come through, and I mean, this is an MIBR roster. You got a whole series of a nice little warm-up of runway to work with. And whether they come into this one feeling a little bit gassed or what the deal is, they've got to settle themselves. And here's those MIBR timeouts starting to chug on through, and this is how you know they're eager to lock in here. They're eager to start to slow things down and put themselves in a better position. But will it lead to the results? Yesterday it did. It got them some rounds to slow down the momentum of 9Z, but they're heating up a step above. It lead to the results. Yesterday it did. It got them some rounds to slow down the momentum of 9Z, but they're heating up a step above.
Like, it's not necessarily the big individual plays that are carrying it either. Martinez is 8-2, but it hasn't really been Martinez battle-opping so much. I know there's one round where he's fighting out with no scopes. But, you know, you held the line, had Safe's number. And I think he's switching up his play from series to series to keep his opponents guessing.
Yeah, no question. I mean, if you remember how he was ending that last half of the T set of Nuke, super aggressive, super in-your-face opping. Right now he's kind of holding these passive lines, sometimes even defaulting over towards the lobby side of things. But this map control, super impressive. I mean, look at the positioning already. We're talking 1 minute and 15 left on the clock, and they are back in big garage. Spawning out a player in heaven. What a tough duel for Max to win, but absolutely eliminates exit.
That is critical. Top fragger there for MIBR, down already. And Insani tasked with the off-angle players. Get on the angle. Look at this. 9Z are just waiting for the repeak there and absolutely punish the misstep.
This time the timeouts aren't breathing any new life here out of the gates. Just 2 phenomenal shots landed to crack things open. Lobby re-aggression here once again. Players kind of tripled up here on MIBR. But 9Z not eager to press the issue just yet. They're still defaulting. They're still taking control. But if they head in towards that lower site, they're really not going to meet much resistance. No resistance, in fact.
20 seconds. You see Max begin to clear things out, however. Oh, he spots the player. Oh, but they're walking into the trap, however. Back down the vent I go. See you later. Wasso Peak is planting that bomb down on the lower side. No time. Does he have it? Drop. Back of the site. He does get it. He does get it in the nick of time. And DGT will finish the kill in a drop as well. There was like less than half a second on that one. 9Z exhale.
I mean, obviously they had enough time right there. I was wondering why they weren't pressing forward, but that was communicated that the plant was perfectly fine and that they were going to lock that in, because there would be no other reason as to why you would just slide mini right there. So 9Z, and maybe a little bit of a miss route right there in diving up the ladder, but they eventually make the right call just in the nick of time and find themselves a winning half here on the teams out of Nuke. They want more though. Exit. He is going to win out in this duel and get his revenge on Max, but he takes some hits for it.
He's also going to work towards this back garage position. Kind of switching up the angles. Hasn't been present here before. Has been more towards that heaven side every single time. Won't even be challenged today, however, because we're going back down secret. This time around, MIBR have adjusted. Safe. Takes up the angle. Oh, and gets destroyed. Buda with the wide swing. Now Insani on the off angle. He gets first bulleted too. How are you supposed to play this? Brennison, last man here on the site. Smoke in his face and hoping to hold. He might stop the plant. Martinez, this is the shot. It's awkward here to try and save his squad, but he'll hit the lead it through the smoke instead. Cole, how are you supposed to play these rounds?
There's just no way to get past this prowess, this firepower rolling through. Like you said, there's no real answers with how sharp these guys are shooting. And MIBR know they just have to bail in some of these rounds so early, calling these saves. And right now, I've got to say, MIBR struggling so much to deal with the consistent defaulting that we're seeing towards this outer yard. Every round, free secret control is gathered, whether they get a little bit of ground for it, if they're able to fight for it towards that outer yard, what the deal is. But MIBR really can't resist what 9Z are throwing at them.
However, can you really, like, outplay your Opper just getting first bulleted on a wide swing? Like, on a dry wide swing. It's not like there's a flash, not like there was a setup. Like, there isn't much Counter-Strike to be played there. In theory, you know, your Opper's supposed to hit the shot. That's just, like... let's just... I don't know what Safe is supposed to do there. I mean, just be faster, I guess, is all you have to say. Oh, my goodness. Well, round 11. 9Z are up 8-2. This could be an even bigger win than the previous. But Insani doesn't want to say anything just yet. However, Safe is down early, and Exit, his position is a bit expected. Now closed in from multiple angles. No escape, 3-on-3.
Have to sacrifice his life. He was going to get chased down at all times, and 9Z, again, just so good at hitting the brake, hitting the pause button, trying to identify those weaknesses. Yeah, this time they got a full minute and 15 seconds to work a 3v3. That's a dream scenario, because you know it's going to create a lot of weakness in the map, and MIBR are a team that really likes to play these mid-rounds aggressively and find info.
And they're about to do it. Sani looking to resurface up secret, or at least the off angle. Trying to just completely anticipate this from MIBR, but if there's nothing giving, eventually MIBR have to move. However, the timing might just favor them. Starting to move up, but Martinez watching. Surely not ready for the second, though. Certainly aren't. Still with knives out as well. Just barely traded there by Buda. Now 1v1.
25 seconds left. A lot of time to work around this. There is a Molotov that he could throw in towards fence if he does that. Cut off a rotate. There you go. And that does give up his position quite a bit. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna big brain this one big time right now. He's completely sold Brennison down the ramp just as he goes up the ladder here. A loop-de-loop from these two players. And we've got a bomb plant on the A side.
And he might hear Brennison as well, so he gets to take an excellent post-plant position as he'd like. Brennison will make his way up the ladder. There is a molly available. Where is he going to place it? He has to be aware of outside. Now the idea is mini, hut. He can be anywhere in the mind of Brennison. Now thunder stomping onto the site. Molly in towards Squeaky Door, however. Buda has to escape it. Going for the straight up stick right now. Brennison Thinking about going all the way, he will, but Buda beats him. Less than a second remaining, and 9Z can't find a way to lose.
Oh my god, Buda with such an incredible clutch right there. Routing perfectly around him. Diving back up the vents right there. As he throws the molly on to the vents, right? I mean, he completely sells it. Obviously, you're going to make that rotation pretty quickly towards the ramp if you're in the position there that they were left. And MIBR just have no good options right now for playing up against this caliber of individuals. Everyone firing on all cylinders here on 9Z, whether it's the clutch, whether it's the openings from Martinez. There's no good options for MIBR.
We're just looking at a devastating half, and it continues as well. Did Buda just run through the smoke and just blast Brennison out? Probably. That's been a recurring theme. Everyone at 9Z is just firing on all cylinders, man.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it here. It was a pretty close series. It could, this map in particular could have gone either way last time these two teams played. Clutches from Martinez, I thought, gave them the extra edge. Today, 9Z, no clutches necessary from Martinez. Buda's got your back, and really everyone just putting 9Z in a position where, you know, MIBR can't even attempt to clutch. They can't even try for some of these rounds. It's just over before it ever lifts off.
Exit patrolling outside, just missing the timing between himself and Max every single opportunity. But
my
Max
God.
is still gonna win it. He was at the huge disadvantage. He'll get finished off eventually. And 3v4, but they're just gonna turn and burn back to ramp. One player remains. Oh my goodness, but Drop still gets deleted by TGT. Oh, you cannot be real right now. It's just Insani here on the site, and planting inside of the smoke does get the spot, but Martinez fast on the draw. Now time is ticking, however. Safe to try and deny this. Just around the smoke, but can't swing Martinez. 10 here for 9Z. They're winning 10 rounds straight at the end of it, man. This team is unstoppable. an unbelievable half from 9Z, considering they're debuting Martinez. It's nice that he's sitting at the top of the scoreboard, but it's everyone else who is pulling their own weight here for 9Z. And MIBR just going to toss themselves into a squeaky rush, and down the vents they go. At least something here for 9Z, maybe to get this started.
Ooh, but they're getting cut off as they try and make it in towards the site there. A nice little tracking from So Peak, and it's going to keep them contained. They still can't take the space to get the bomb site. The bomb's dropped, and it's just exit left now.
What on earth? This guy doesn't stop. Martinez follows up with that as well, and they've taken 1 point of damage total this round, Cole.
It's just so crisp right now. They are looking on point. Just precision right there with the USPs. Everyone landed their shots. And poor exit. You know, in these sort of situations, you want a pistol win. In a worst case scenario, you want a bomb plant, something along those lines. They will get none of that. They might be just having to set their sights back to more maps. As exit, try as you might, get the burst Glock out. That might give you a couple extra kills here or there. They are not, they're not getting past this pistol.
I mean, probably got to think about the next map here, at least if you're MIBR. I mean, what do you even take away from this one for Made in Brazil? I think 9Z just found every 1v1 across the map and just won it. Like, MIBR, not the insane individuals on the day like they were versus Sharks in their opening round. Instead, it's 9Z who have absolutely taken over this map.
By storm. They're gonna likely coast to a finish line, and like you said, it's that rough feeling of having to set your sights towards the next map, knowing that you might not be sticking around here much longer. You're on Nuke. Again, this was a map that 9Z was able to take in the last series, but it wasn't in this fashion. It wasn't close, really. And MIBR, I thought, were gonna be the ones to close it out until Martinez turned the tides. But today, everyone is making sure that 9Z extend their favor.
Oh, that HE gonna strike through for a good 100 damage. And now the FAMAS also chipping away. Max hears the tags. Oh my goodness.
The footsteps.
He's gonna walk right behind him. He hears 4. There's already a stack in play as well. An AUG holding the long range angle. Things are not looking good. It is just the Bermuda Triangle assembled here. And we might see MIBR disappear. They at least will be able to pick up Max coming through on the secret flank, but at least some hesitation here for MIBR. Might pay some dividends, but no kill there from Drop.
All you're missing right now would be a route up the vents, and that's kind of where Buda's leading into. He's got a tough task at hand. There's a lot of opposition right around that corner. Flash might have saved exit for a second, but he does get taken down eventually. There's Insani with the finish, but site could be claimed here at the very least. MIBR not out of this round just yet.
And Hwaso peaked too low to think about the challenge, so has to give up the bomb plant. And no utility here for 9Z. Are we just going to see a 3-man wide swing out of heaven? But it could work here. Safe, only half HP, and just a Tech 9 below. We'll see. Here we go. Into the site. We have it, but Insani finds all 3 with the Tech 9. All right, it's something MIBR absolutely need.
I mean, how on earth are you ever expected to find more than 1 right there? I thought that was a guaranteed 1-for-1. If you sent that one player flying, he would instantly be traded. But no, Insani holds his ground. There's the lifeline. Forced by converted. When really 9Z played a great rotation game, they get caught in the retake on that A side, and then 2v3. Insani will that inspire much more life here. It's going to give them some runway at the very least. But gonna need a lot more of where that came from.
Yeah, but go and oh, okay.
Jeez.
Ooh,
Oh my
ooh,
god.
This guy is insane.
Stop.
No, no, no. is on lock. Oh my goodness. Max finds a kill, picks up the AK, and he might consider the continuation as well, because he has a player behind him who'll just pick up the mantle if he drops, but thinks twice about it. 9Z are up players. And maybe there's another tag. Oh no. Not like this, MIBR.
Just could be an instant crumble here off the back of a huge effort from Insani. They've got low HP bars for 2 players.
The reposition.
Oh, they're all ready for this. The AKs are close by. The Martinez scout could land a kill eventually. There it is.
It does. Drops the bomb too. Exit. Will be able to pick it up, but 30 HP remaining on him. Look at this. Martinez already dropping down into the A site too. And what's the play for MIBR? Oh, well, I don't think there is going to be one. Backstab there from Max. Has to know where the last player is, too. Like, if there's one, there's 2. Exit just tucked away in 15 seconds. Dude, you don't even want to save. You don't want to just hold on to a Galil in armor for the next round. And he's going to go down to Huaso Peak. It's 9C who pick up their force by call.
And 20-5 for Martinez, man. I mean, you talked about it. This is a roster who's had to constantly find new ideas, innovate their style. I mean, with a roster that had lost such an influential piece, and not only Try, but also losing their prior coach in Zach as well, who I thought was one of those players that they were going to look a little bit lost without, but they still have been able to manufacture so much success and still bring in such a high ceiling. And Martinez is this next pickup for this roster, rocking 20-5 right now and making it look so easy. It's such a statement here for this debut for a player like Martinez who wants to prove himself here.
Also, have to talk about Huaso Peak. Just stepping in for David, such a long-time player for 9Z, always has impressed in terms of his individual form. He's also showing up as a completely new young gun for this team as well. Buda's extremely young. Like, again, 9Z...
move-ups, right?
Yeah, 9Z is one of these teams you look away and somehow they just keep getting younger and younger. And this is just going to be a cleanup right now. We're talking over the kills because we think it's over, and so do 9Z. A 13-3. Absolutely one-sided here on 9Z's pick.
Yeah, I mean, what a statement to start things off right here. So confident, so comfortable, no struggles at all coming through for 9Z. And that's just a step above what they did yesterday here on